and welcome upon this YouTube channel. Alright, so this is gonna be a very fun, exciting video, guys. So, last week Saturday, I received a package from PUR Cosmetics. So I want to apologize if the lighting in this video is very bright. It's very sunny outside, but I'm not complaining. I'm very happy that it's very bright today. It means that I don't need my artificial lighting at all. So I received a package last week from PUR Cosmetics. It's very unexpected because I don't know if you guys trying to get this palette during the launch back in July 12, I believe. So it was an epic failure, you guys, the launch. They want to launch it around 6 p.m. But it's the time in the Netherlands. And they decided to launch the product like an hour ahead. So when it was 6 o'clock in the evening here in the Netherlands, I swear to you, nobody can freaking get the palette. I was about to always check out and hoping that I will get the palette, but it always ends up error when I'm about to check out the product that I have in my basket. So PUR Cosmetics is absolutely not prepared for this launch. I finally got the palette around 4:30 in the morning here in the Netherlands. I barely had sleep, honestly, you guys, because I really wanted this palette. Not because the palette is very anything like very unique or special, but it's special enough because it's a collaboration with RawbeautyKristi, and I love RawbeautyKristi. I love her makeup tutorials. I love her personality. She's very bubbly. She's a very funny person. She seems to be like a very genuine kind person. And yeah, so and she's the same age as me. She's born in 1987, so alright, so this is how the box looks like. Isn't it adorable? And Kristi designed all the things that you see around the palette. She's freaking creative to come up with all the designs on her palette. And this is how the box looks like at the back. It says the back that this palette is a double-sided pressed pigment palette. So pressed pigments eyeshadow will definitely pack a punch. So yeah, that's very exciting. The downfall is it's gonna be very powdery and you're gonna have a lot of fallout, so I suggest do your eye makeup first. As this is recyclable, this is cruelty-free, gluten-free, and vegan-friendly. So let me show you how it looks like. It's double-sided, and this palette, by the way, it was for $34. When I paid for the whole thing around $48, roughly $50, because you gotta pay tax when you're about to check out the palette, which is definitely a lot. Regarding with this makeup look, as you can see, I created this smoky eye makeup look slash grungy makeup. Is it grungy enough for you guys? I don't know. I think it's grungy enough. At least my brain says it's grungy enough. So by the way, so this is how the palette looks like inside. This is the neutral side. And there you go. I know for sure that this particular colors you already have this one in your collection. So if you didn't buy this palette or you didn't get your hands on this palette, maybe try to find something similar in your collection. I'm going to swatch them, all the eyeshadows in here, and as well as the colorful side, which I'm going to show you. It comes with a plastic film, by the way. So it comes with a mirror, by the way, both sides, which is I'm covering right now. It's so hot in here, you guys. I cannot really think properly. So this is the colorful side, which is very beautiful and interesting. I honestly really like that this palette is very tiny, very compact, very sleek, really adorable. It's very velvet, actually, the texture of the actual compact. It's very sturdy, and so I will stop rambling right now. So we're gonna head on to the makeup tutorial because I talked pretty long enough and I need to get ready because I need to go to work in an hour. Makeup look for eye primer, I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. So for today's makeup tutorial, we're just gonna focus on the neutral side of the palette. The palette comes with a plastic film. So you can see, just gonna remove it. And it has a humongous mirror, which comes really handy. So the first shade that I'll be using is the shade B. This one right here. And we're gonna apply it on the outer corner. I think we're gonna blend it in. So the next shade that I'll be using to blend out the crease area is the shade Camouflage. So that's definitely a kickback on the pan, as you all can see. It's very, very powdery. The shade is definitely really beautiful. I really like this mustardy yellow color. So the key to this makeup look, smoky eye makeup look, is definitely going back and forth with the first two shades that you apply until you're satisfied with how it looks. Now I'm going back to the shade B again. We are going to blend out because I don't like harsh line. They are not welcome here.
Gotta let you say, 'cause I back it up. So appreciate I could pick it up. Living on the way, don't you know I'm up.
I'm gonna go back into the shade Camouflage to blend out even more the darker shade, which is B, so that everything is gonna be seamless and well blended together without losing the pigmentation of any of the eyeshadow. Alright, so we're going to highlight the brow bone area using the shade My Whole Heart. This shade right here. So I'll be taking the shade Copper Boxes. And I am going to just apply it, dust it all over the crease area. Alright guys, so we're gonna apply a shimmer shade called Golden Ticket on our brow bone. This one right here. So for the lid, a lot of you might going to use the shade Golden Ticket on the lid area, which is an option if that's what you wanted. But for me, I'm gonna use the shade Told You. This one. Alright, so the eye makeup is pretty much, almost done. So I am going to line my upper lash line, my waterline as well. And we are going to move on to the face routine. I'm going to speed up the process as always, but you're going to see every single part that I'm going to use on my face. So let's do the lower lash lines before we move on to the face. So I'm going to take the shade B again, the darkest shade. Well, second to the darkest shade. This is the darkest. Second to the darkest shade, this one right here. We're going to apply it all over the lower lash line. We're going to take the shade Camelot and we're going to smoke it out. So we're going to take the shade Copper Boxes and apply it on the lower lash line as well.
Take it like a hold up. Go give it to me, baby, don't stop. I body like a drum. I create the world in the womb I am. Make her have the pills, make her have the man. I am all the greatest, the great I am. The lion and the lamb, lion and lamb. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Boom, bop, body like a bass drop.
one. We're just going to highlight the inner corners of our eyes to bring back the light because it's very smoky, it's very dark, kind of grungy. So we're gonna take the shade Golden Ticket again, this one here in the middle, the shimmer one. Alright guys, so I'm going to apply some lashes. I'm going to use the Dodo Lashes D105. And there you go. And I will be right back with the finished makeup look. Alright you guys, so I am back with the finished makeup look and this is how it all turns out. So the makeup look is definitely very seductive, very sexy. So this is like a makeup look that I will definitely rock during a date. So if you were wondering what's on my lips, I'm using the Primark Lobster Lipstick. And this is in the shade Brownie. This lipstick definitely goes really good on this makeup. So if I'm gonna be honest with you, this is definitely not like a very unique palette. I know for sure that if you have a bunch of neutral eyeshadow palette, you can definitely find a dupe for these eyeshadows, that's for sure. However, I still think that this is like a palette that I can recommend to you guys to get if you can still get your hands on this palette. Obviously, this is not available anymore on PUR Cosmetics. I don't know if they're still going to restock it. They had a pre-order after the launch, like 5 days later, and after that I haven't seen the palette like being available anymore on the PUR Cosmetics website. But I am definitely hoping that they're still going to restock this palette for you guys to still can grab this palette. If you're into these colors, as I said, if you have like a bunch of neutral palettes, this is not a must palette, but I definitely enjoy this palette. The blendability of the eyeshadow is phenomenal. I think that the eyeshadow is very buttery, very easy to blend, very easy to apply. So you can see the pigmentation is definitely there. You don't need to work hard to get the pigmentation that you want, and I think that comes like the advantage of creating a pure pigment eyeshadow. So besides the fact that I struggled to get the palette online during the launch, I'm still happy that I finally got my hands on this palette. I think it's very beautiful. And yes, I said, look at this makeup look. I mean, couldn't you agree? So regarding with the colorful side, I'm gonna have like a separate video on this colorful eyeshadows. As I cannot tell anything yet about the quality of the eyeshadows and the side of the palette, besides just wait for a colorful makeup tutorial, which I'm very intrigued and I'm very excited to do for you guys. So yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap this video by saying I really love this palette, especially the neutral side that I just used today. Pretty about it, you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you get notified every time that I upload new videos here on my channel. And that's pretty about it. So I want to wish you a lovely day, lovely evening, whichever part of the world you are. Stay happy, healthy, and safe wherever you are. Wash your hands properly. So as always, be confident and stay grounded. Bye everyone!
All the choices you made, would you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, would you make them again?